It is time to debunk another lie told by that prevaricating preacher man, John Paul Miller. This lie is another that he made in his interview with Flo on TikTok, and it has to do with Mica's augmentation surgery. Here's what JP said about it. Quote, "She wanted the augmentation and, she didn't need it. She was perfect. She was beautiful. She was gorgeous. And, I didn't even like the doctor she used. I felt weird stuff about that, and I told her, and she's very strong-willed, and so, she went through with it, and, two things happened. One is a few weeks afterwards, one of her, body parts, he means her boobs, started getting hard like a bowling ball, and I said we need to sue this guy because, I knew something was weird, and his practice closed down from lawsuits like immediately before we could do anything." End quote. That was tough to read. Dr. Ralph Cozart is the plastic surgeon who performed the surgery, and he didn't close, immediately. I went to the Wayback Machine and looked up the website for the clinic that Dr. Cozart had when he performed Mica's surgery. It shows that in 2020, he received a Reader's Choice Award for Best Plastic Surgeon. That's 3 years after Mica's surgery. I looked for lawsuits associated with Dr. Cozart, and he was sued 6 times for malpractice. All cases were dismissed. 1 because the statute of limitations was up, 2 were dismissed with possible settlements, and 3 were dismissed by the court. The latest malpractice suit ended in May of 2017, so it was over before Mica's surgery. Plastic surgeons are some of the most sued physicians in the U.S. Dr. Cozart has no state medical board actions issued against him. He still has a medical license in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Overall, his reviews are excellent, and he is still practicing today. The only scandalous news I could find that involved him was when police in Myrtle Beach raided an illegal liposuction clinic in a condo and arrested 3 people from Colombia, the country, not the city. Dr. Cozart assisted the police with the raid and treated one of the victims at the emergency room. I would guess that the reason JP didn't sue the doctor is because Mica more than likely had capsular contracture, which can happen with implants and isn't the fault of the doctor. So why the need to lie about Dr. Cozart? Why make up a story about him closing down his clinic due to lawsuits and that he closed it immediately after Mica's surgery? These are easily debunked lies. So here are some signs of a pathological liar. Consistent lying. The person lies frequently and for no clear reason. Dramatic stories. The person tells stories that are long, dramatic, and unlikely. Inconsistent stories. The person's stories change or contradict themselves. Unverifiable details. The person includes details that can't be verified. Defensive behavior. The person gets defensive when confronted about a lie. Anxiety. The person appears anxious while talking. Sense of entitlement. The person may have narcissistic traits, such as fantasies of importance and a need for admiration. Emotional instability. The person may have borderline personality disorder, which can lead to unstable relationships and a lack of a stable sense of self. Little regret. The person seems unconcerned with how their lies affect others. I'm not saying that John Paul Miller is for sure a pathological liar, but if an expert were to call him that, I wouldn't fall over from surprise. I'll be back soon with another lie from the eternal well of John Paul Miller's falsehoods. Until next time, stay safe and be happy.
You must be quite a liar.
It's a gift.